my sort of thin-skinnedness could be used to shed light on something or become my strength. And so and I think I was always on the outside, didn't fit in, was very lonely. And the first play I did, I was like, oh, it's possible not to feel alone. What is this, And so I was also very stubborn and headstrong. Like when I told her, her first example was Marilyn Monroe. She's like, you'll die of drugs and sex and all of this stuff. And I was like, so be it, mother.
It's a good way to go.
We all got to go some way. So I feel like, at that time, there was a lot less people going into that, like from, my cultural community. But it was like, I don't know.
You said you were in Iran until you left again in 4th grade, right? Mm-hmm. But what were you watching?
I finished 3rd grade in Iran and I moved to Seattle in 4th grade.
4th grade, okay. So then as a kid though, like what were you watching that got you into this? And then were you like, I need to emote. I want to find my people that cry with me.
So in all of for me, the entry point was actually books. Like I found my solace. Like I think I cried myself to sleep reading Anne of Green Gables from like 5th grade through it was just that her sort of size of like dreaming, and being. I think it was in 4th or 5th grade that they showed us the Colleen Dewhurst miniseries, and like I watched it and then I read all the books. But my entry point was through that, and I remember I used to read this series it was kind of like romance fiction, and they were historical. And I read a story about a Hollywood romance, and again, it was just like, in a way, it was an escape or a dream world, but it seemed much more of a place I wanted to be than the place I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think when I was 12, I auditioned for a production of Romeo and Juliet. And I didn't get that, but that's when it started. I read those books and then I was like, I don't know, there was like some call to, I think it was just a deep desire to be a part of something. And because I read so much and because I lived so much in my imagination, that's kind of how I escaped loneliness. Like it seemed to fit